What is up, my friends? It is finished. Liverpool 3-1 victors over Wolves at Molineux. The 12:30 kickoff curse is now officially broken. I think that would have been 7 on the bounce if we hadn't got a win today. But we did. We did go 1-0 down early doors, but goals from Cody Gakpo, Andy Robertson, and I think the other one's officially gone down as an OG, but we're of course going to give it to Harvey Elliott. Sees Jurgen Klopp's men, albeit perhaps briefly, regain the top position in the Premier League table, and I'm all for it. I'm here for it. It wasn't a pretty first 45, but whatever the manager said in the dressing room at half time definitely changed things around, and I'll take it. I'll take it very much so. And look, quick shout out to our sponsors, Manscaped as well. Great to have them on as sponsors. If you would like to get yourselves 20% off and free shipping on manscaped.com, use our discount code Anfield20. Whether it is the Lawnmower 4.0 or the Beard Hedge Trimmer, our friends at Manscaped have got you covered. So, how we feeling? We good? What are we saying? New rules, Craig? I don't know what you mean by new rules. You know, we've just ripped up the rules now. The Reds are tickety-boo. And, I'm over the moon. I can't even hide it. I'm absolutely buzzing. And, yes, we may have picked up a new injury concern. We've seen Gerald Kwanzaa go off, but we know that Virgil van Dijk is back available for selection for the next game. Trent should be back and fit as well. And this game really did come down to the substitutes by the manager at half-time, in my opinion. Let me just pop out the chat here. And yeah, I'm buzzing. I'm just so happy right now. You know, can't ask for a better start than this, really. 13 points from a possible 15. What a performance. Top of the league, said Ron. Thank you for the super chat, Ron. Lunchtime curse is gone, said Ian Greenstreet. Indeed it is, Ian. Indeed it is. And how good does it feel? As you can see, the match stats are on the screen there as well. Liverpool with 67% possession. Amazingly, we had 16 shots in that game. 6 on target. 4 corners. 709 successful passes. Yeah. Job done. It wasn't looking pretty in the first 45. I'm not going to sit here and say it was. But whatever Klopp said at half-time had the desired effect. He did make the changes as well. Obviously taking off Alexis McAllister, who understandably looked fatigued. You know, he has travelled all the way from South America back across and didn't have much time to rest and recuperate, so no surprise that he struggled a bit today. He'll have better days than that. But in fairness to the manager, he made the changes. Mohamed Salah continues to rise to new levels as well. A hat-trick of assists from Mo today, which is, again, incredible. I think, what is that now? 7 in 5 for Mo of assists, something like that. Brilliant. Just bring it on. And most important of all, the boys showed incredible fighting mentality today. And in that second half, 3-1 was a fair reflection. I don't think it flattered us. We really dominated that second half. Nunes looked good, said Braga. Jurgen sent on Canade and did the Fergie thing. Did anybody else notice? I seen he gave him a big hug around the shoulders when he was bringing him on. Elliott goal was an own goal, so no assist. Yes, sorry, you're right. You are right. I understand that goal is an own goal. I think it was going wide initially before it took the deflection. But look, I'm crediting it to Harvey Elliott, so fair play. And either way, 3-1, job done. Thank you very much. We can finally put to bed this curse. And the next half-12 kickoff we have is a home to Everton. And that's a guaranteed 3 points because it's Everton. Resting nicely on our perch, said Adrian. 13 points from 15. We'll have it won by Christmas. I love that optimism, Adrian. I love it. Well played. Rumia said, Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah, running down the wing. Salah, la, 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 the Egyptian king. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, the relief, lads. The relief. The happiness. I mean, we got a bit of everything today. We got to see Gravenberch make his debut. We got to see Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson with a collector's item of a goal. Maybe we just need to give Robbo the captain's armband for him to start scoring. You know, maybe all the problems that we had with Andy Robertson not being able to finish was that he just needed a captain's armband to give him a bit more balance. There you go, just give him an armband, even if it's not the captain's one. Maybe that's what he needs, that bit of extra balance. But either way, job done. Can you talk about McAllister? There's not really much to talk about. He had a stinker of a performance, but I think we all understand why. It's not because Alexis McAllister doesn't have the quality. It's because he was fatigued. Understandable. And the manager made the changes, so I don't want to be harsh on Alexis. He was put in a position that he didn't sign for Liverpool to play in, and again, fatigued from his travelling from international duty. So no, I'm not going to go in on him, but he'll know it wasn't great. We know it wasn't great, and we know he'll be better. Craig, £50 I'll pay for you to eat a broccoli donut. No dice. 50 quid ain't getting me eating a broccoli donut, mate. No, thank you. Diaz changed their tempo, said Keane. Yes, you're right. The attacking impetus that Klopp went with when he made those changes really did put us on the front foot, and as soon as Diaz came on, and Darwin, to be fair, you've seen the movement. Same with Elliott. We suddenly had a bit more options in front of our midfielders. Players were dropping into pockets of space, and one of the things we spoke about in the first half and a half time was the lack of options, the lack of movement ahead of the midfielders and the defenders. And that changed dramatically. We've seen Lucho coming in centrally, popping back out wide. It was just night and day from the first 45 minutes. Craig, £100, it's up again. I'll pay for shipping to eat a broccoli donut. 100 quid? Deal. Ship it, but I want the money. £100, I'll eat your broccoli donut. Australia's in the house with Joey Corvette. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in with us. I hope you enjoyed that performance. How can Szoboszlai run so much? It's incredible to me. He was covering every Thai player on the pitch. He was brilliant. Again, we have ourselves... I spotted a comment in the first half that I didn't want to call out because I didn't want to give the idiot attention, but they were saying 70 million for Szoboszlai, laughing face emojis. Who's laughing now, bitch? Dominic Szoboszlai is brilliant, and like I said when we signed him, and idiots were trying to say we bought a squad player from Leipzig, we know what we got. Class, quality, and it oozes out of every orifice of Dominic Szoboszlai, and he's still only 22. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Philip, thank you, said I can't hate the guy even as a rival. Robbo should be captain. He leads with passion from the front back. Gomez should start at right back. And shout out to Gerald Kwanzaa, more fitness. He is our Colwill, said Benjamin. So yeah, I hope Gerald Kwanzaa injury isn't too serious. Again, he did himself no harm today in his performance. Robbo was leading by example, so I agree with that as well. Yeah, it's just a good day. It's great that we now get to sit back, watch the 5:30 kickoff, the 3 p.m. kickoff, the Sunday games, and now we've done our job. Now the boys have a nice rest ahead of the game coming up on Thursday over in Austria. And then, of course, it's West Ham in the Premier League next Sunday. So I believe the half a Liverpool fan of Mr. Goldbridge didn't even finish his watch-along. So if you're going to cover Liverpool games because I'm in your head, at least do your audience the common courtesy of finishing the fucking watch-along. Like, it's pathetic. I don't get it. If you're going to do a watch-along to try and take viewers off us, at least finish it. Like, imagine not doing the whole watch-along and running off early. The disrespect is real. Wow. I couldn't believe it when I was told he finished it early. But, hey-ho. I'm smiling. Gomez, Matip and Jota still out of the club. I don't care. Look, Matip will be gone at the end of the season. And Gomez was a liability in the first half. But when his role in the second half stuck to being on the right-hand side and not coming inside, I thought he looked better. I couldn't believe what I was seeing in the first half when we'd seen Gomez tried to do the Trent job. Mental. Like, he's not capable of it, and it showed. But in the second half, when he stuck to right back, I thought he looked way more solid. And ultimately, look, I guess we could look at this in two ways. We could be pissed off about the first half, which of course we were at the time. But the manager found the solutions. And I guess that's really what this is all about. We got the job done. We got the victory. And we move on to the next game. And 13 points from 15 is a very, very solid start to the Premier League campaign. And I'm very proud of the team. Gomez really grew into the game, said Anthony Pecker. What do you think of Kwanzaa's performance, said Queen Nadra. I don't think he did too much wrong. Yeah, he didn't look overawed again by the occasion. And, you know, it's a shame he picked up that injury concern at the end, and I hope he's okay. But I think I agree with what one of our friends in the chat said earlier on, that he could be our Levi Colwill. Yeah, he could. He could be our homegrown hero. He looks really good. And again, done himself no harm now in the manager's thought process. He knows he can depend upon the young man. But Craig, we should really sort out this conceding first and be the most pathetic of goals. Yes, Dewey, I get you. We didn't start the game well, mate. Nobody's going to say otherwise. We looked slow. We looked second best. We looked like we couldn't pick out a pass. And we were gifting them possession in the centre of the park. McAllister gave the ball away 2 or 3 times early doors. But job done. You know, I'm happy. I hope that we don't have another one of these 12:30 kickoffs. Robbo giving his jersey there to one of the BT Sport presenters. Yeah, I don't want, or TNT Sports, I don't want more of these half 12s. I know we've got the Everton game after the next break, but God, pick somebody else for once. Jota looked very poor, said Daniel. Yeah, he wasn't at his best, definitely. But look, isn't it much better now that we can sit here and talk about who played okay and who didn't, knowing that we've won? Because ultimately that's what this is about. It's getting the 3 points. Now it's pressure on for everybody else. You know, those in and around us, your Arsenals, Manchester City, Spurs, they all have to go do their job now. And our boys have done theirs, and I'm immensely proud of them. We need to start respecting Elliot. I don't. I've always respected Elliot, and I called out those people that were slagging off Elliot when he was coming on. So yeah, some people, my friend, do need to respect Elliot, but I'm not one of them. I'm a fan of Harvey Elliott, and I've always been. And I don't get why he gets some of the hate he gets. I really don't, because his progression is there to see. Anybody else notice Grafenberg play right wing? Grafenberg, you can see the silky skills and the movement, and yeah, it's exciting times. I mean, there's so many options now for the gaffer, and Bajcetic is to come back in, and Trent will be back, Verge will be back. Yeah, look, I'm just happy. Job done, points in the bank. Obviously a bit of a concern over Jurgen Klopp, and we wait to hear from the manager about, you know, what happened with him and how serious that might be. But ultimately, a win's a win. And yeah, our attack stepped up again in the game. And I thought Dominic Szoboszlai in that second half was different gravy. Jones impacted the game a lot better in the second half as well. And I agree with Andy Robertson getting man of the match. I'm going to do a poll now for you guys to ask for your man of the match. So bear with me. I'm going to ask, who's your man of the match? I'm going to do a poll. 1 second. So adding a couple more options in. Bear with me. Mark left the stream to do a build-up for the Man United game. Why the hate, disrespect? Because he's a prick. That's why. Is that enough? And why the hate? Because he deserves it. And why did disrespect? I didn't disrespect anybody. I did all of my watch-along. He ran off with 5 minutes to go to the United stand because he's petulant. And he only did the game because Drawdy's working with us. That's a fact. So I don't like him. And I'm never going to apologise for it. He's a little weasel. I'm not one of these people who cowers down to Goldbridge. I stand up to him because he's a twat. So why the disrespect? Again, I didn't run off and leave my audience there for a watch along because I had to run off to the other one. Don't do the watch along if you can't finish the game. So if you want to lick his arse, go ahead. But I don't like him and I'm not going to apologise for it. He's a twat. Anyway, back to the man of the match poll. Who else have we got in for man of the match? Yeah, I'll stick him in. Right. Vote away, my friends. Vote away. Right, so I gave you guys a couple of options. Robbo, Dom, Jones or other. And if it is other and you want to vote with other, let me know in the chat who you think deserves the man of the match poll. It was given to Andy Robertson, by the way, by TNT Sport. Robbo, final answer. Look, I think I agree with you with Robertson. I think it's worth a shout for Szoboszlai as well. I thought Dominic Szoboszlai was immense in the second half. Loads of Salah shouts as well. There you go. Salah could be a decent shout. I think he had his assists, but maybe I'm wrong on this. But I don't see Salah as being the man of the match for me today. He, again, worked really well, but I'm not going to read that comment out, Jake. Yeah, but thank you. So, yeah, look, Salah had a good game, don't get me wrong. And I love that he's added assists to his game. And I love that, you know, that's now, well, I think he lost one today. It was so 6 and 5 from Mo, something like that, which is incredible. Mark sent me a stat earlier on, our chief moderator, to say that Salah now joins Steven Gerrard being the only two men who've been involved with 200 or more Premier League goals in Liverpool's history. Another one for Salah is he's become just the fourth different player to assist a goal in 5 consecutive Premier League away games after Muzzy Izzet, Cesc Fabregas and Gerard Deulofeu. So, yeah, just good stuff all around. So happy we broke the 12:30 curse. Come on, you Red, said Callum Spence. Yeah, it's great. Like, that would have been, if we didn't get a win today, that would have been something like 7, I think, that we haven't won in. I think before this, in the 12:30 kickoff after the international break, it was 3 draws and 3 losses. So, yeah, really happy that we managed to break that curse again, because we've another one next month. We've another one coming up after the international break before we play Everton 12:30 kickoff again. So, look, that's Everton though, you know what I mean? That's a win. Everton at home, that's an easy one. Robbo was a robot. He was never slow. He was brilliant today. Real captain's performance and, you know, a captain's goal as well, which is great to see. He has, yeah, I'm just delighted for him. You know, normally when Robbo gets in front of goals, he panics a little bit, but today, cool, calm, composed and buried it. And there's a lovely little bit of footwork as well. So if you look at that goal Robertson scored, Jose Sa tries to take the goal kick quickly, out of his hands, clears the ball, Robbo wins it, gives the ball out right hand side to Mohamed Salah, but carries on his run. Salah beautifully picks out Andy Robertson again with a ball to the near post, and Andy Robertson just toe pokes it past the keeper. Gorgeous. And where's that Andy Robertson been? As I said, maybe he just needs the armband for a bit of balance or something, I don't know, but delighted for Robbo that he got that goal, and a very, very fitting performance from him with the captain's armband. So yes, well done to Andy Robertson. Totally agree regarding Robbo. He stepped up and led the team today, said Liverlad FC. Yeah, brilliant. How was that an own goal? So, Shrey, what happens is, if you're taking a shot and the initial shot is off target, which it looked like Elliott's would have been, to be fair. The deflection, if you look, moved it inward slightly. So they say that if the deflection causes the shot to become on target, unfortunately it becomes an own goal. It's a bit shitty, but I guess technically they're right. But look, we don't mind. As Liverpool fans, do we? It's a goal for us. But in my head, Harvey Elliott scored it. Jay Edit said, Andre and Hincapié, we need a right back and the title. So Andre in January would be brilliant. Hopefully the Hincapié story that broke last night, hopefully that's true. And right back wise, I think we're a bit unlucky at the minute. Obviously we've got an injury to Trent, we've got an injury to Bradley, and then we've got Calvin Ramsey who's on loan. So we're just unfortunate at the minute that our two right backs are injured. I don't think Harvey cared. I don't think he would either, to be fair. It was just about getting a bit of breathing space at that point, and we got the job done. And I'm just so happy. 13 points from 15 is an unbelievable start to the season. Buying Szoboszlai for less than 100 mil was incredible business. He's just such a good player, and the fact that he's only 22 is scary. Dominic Szoboszlai is just going to get better and better and better. And I mentioned this during the summer, and I was deadly serious, but Manchester City were looking at Szoboszlai as a De Bruyne replacement. And for us to have gone in and got him the way we did, it is incredible business. And I agree wholeheartedly. Player ratings, I'm going to record, Connor. The player ratings video will be out in the next 40 minutes or so. I record that and do it as a pre-recorded piece of content so the lads can do the bit of editing on it. So that'll be coming up soon as well. Don't worry about that. Tomorrow I will be back at 8:30 with another Late Night Agenda news stream. But a couple of videos are going to be going out on our brand new channel, Top of the League, tomorrow as well. I'm going to record a couple of predictions for the Champions League, how the English clubs get on in week 1, and who gets out of each group. I'm recording those this evening, so they'll be out on Top of the League tomorrow. Again, want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Manscaped. Don't forget you can get 20% off and free shipping using our discount code Anfield20 at manscaped.com, or you can simply scan the QR code on screen. Yeah, I'm relieved. I'm happy. It's job done. And I'm going to allow you guys go now and enjoy your 3 p.m. kickoffs and the 5:30 game as well. So thank you for tuning in as well today. Thank you to everyone that hit the subscribe button. If you haven't done so, please do before you head off. Player ratings will be up in a while. Much love to you all. Thank you so much for your support. And thank you to the boys for giving us a weekend we can enjoy. Talk to you soon. Much love.